All right, welcome back.
Now we're gonna have regular fucking technical issues, dude.
Yeah,
God,
dude, like we wasted like
dude,
half an hour of like our like good prime time, like on
yeah,
that.
yeah. We were trying to figure out how to get us both on Omegle, dude. Which that 30-second interaction we had with a kid, absolute gold, dude. It's gonna take this pod to the next level once we figure it out, dude. Mark
Dude,
our fucking
we
words.
we are going to transition into such a beautiful age of podcasting with that.
It's gonna be great. It's
Yeah.
gonna be to the likes of which none have ever seen.
Yeah.
Well,
Welcome back, guys.
anyways, welcome back.
How's your week going,
Fucking
bud?
hell. It's going all right, dude. So, okay, I got to tell you how my week ended last week, right? So, you remember when I was telling you I was like digging that hole like a few pods back, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Now I have to tell you why I was digging that hole to make this story make sense. Basically, on my job site, we discovered a well when we were digging out like all the dirt and stuff, and anyways, the guys covered it back up. The idea was to find it later. And then we dig footers. We're getting ready to pour footers. I'm like, oh shit, we never dug up that well. I don't know if it's in the building footprint or not. So you can't have a well inside of a building. So I'm panicking, you know, and I'm like, that's why I dug all fucking day to find the fucking well. And when I was freaking out that day, you know, my first thing isn't to call my boss and be like, I fucked up. It's, you know, it's a problem solve. So I call the well guy. I was like, hey dude, I was like, there's no chance you can make it out here today. Like, can you? You know, it's a Friday. And he's like, nah, I'm kind of like busy today. Like maybe sometime next week. And I described the situation to him and, you know, whatever. But it kind of ended on like, yeah, no worries, dude. You know, we can talk about it next week, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I gotta call the top brass and see what they want to do because I got like no clue,
Yeah.
you know, because I was in panic mode. So, and this guy, I can't say his name, but he's an older gentleman. He's part of the good boy system, right? So he's been around town a lot. A lot of people know him, and he is a great guy. Like I've never had any. He's like a nice, sweet old man. So, anyways, there's some discourse between us for like the next couple weeks, and like a week before last Friday, I called him. I was like, hey, next week, you know, can you go out there to check on the well? Like we got it dug up. Like it's there for you to, you know, do your thing. And he's like, yeah, sure. I was like, all right, go on Wednesday. Nobody's gonna be there pouring, whatever. So then last Friday, I realized he never called me back or had an update. So I called him. I was like, hey man, like, you know, how's it going? He's like, oh, you know, Zach, I got an update for you. We're just not interested. You know, we're too busy, and you know we got better things going on. Like you waste my time. All right, you tell me one thing, it's something else. I think you're pulling my leg here, and I don't appreciate it. And I was really like taken aback. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, do you mind me asking like what I did? And he's like, well, you know, you tell me that the guys aren't going to be pouring, and I show up and there's a whole freaking wall built. And the miscommunication is that he thought I was talking about they're not going to pour footers yet. Footers are already poured. There's already a stem wall on it. I was saying there's nobody on site pouring the stem wall. So, like, you know, there's just no traffic on the job site for you. I didn't know. He's like, well, I can't fit my equipment back there. I had no idea that he wouldn't be able to fit his equipment back there, you know, with the giant wall. And then he's like, and I told you to cover it up and you didn't do that. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I thought it didn't need to be covered up. It was far away enough. I know I said I would, but I dropped the ball on that. Anyways, he's like, well, you know, if you got a problem with it, you know, you can have your boss call me. And I was really sad because I like this guy. He's a nice guy. I've never had any issues with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm really sorry I upset you. And, yeah, have a good Easter. Later that day, my boss comes into the office, closes my door, starts talking to me. And he's like, you know, Zach, you really got to work on your people skills and how you talk to people and the way you come off. And, you know, you're abrasive and all this stuff. And I was like, hold on. Like, is there something I missed? Like, did he say anything that didn't line up with what I said? And he's like, yeah, well, you threatened him. It's like, threatened him? I was like, how did I threaten him? And he's like, well, you said you were going to call the top brass on him. I said, no. I said I'm going to call the top brass as in like I need to figure out what to do. I'm going to call my boss, not I'm going to call my boss on you It's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I got to call my boss. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you next week. Totally misheard me. So anyways, my boss just dives into me, dude, and I just got to take it.
Oh my God. Dude, like this guy had a whole ego trip about it. He was upset with one thing, and then he took it to a whole nother level. He called your boss and he bitched you out.
Well, dude, okay,
what a little bitch, bro.
So, anyways, no, he didn't call him. Like my boss called him because he told me if I have any problems with the situation, so I called my boss.
Yeah, and you
told him the situation, and then he took him. But still, he was like, "Yeah, this kid threatened me," and I'm like, I'm more upset at this point with my boss because I'm like, dude, I've worked for you for 8.5 years. You're not gonna give me the benefit of the doubt that I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Like anywhere in your conversation where you that doesn't sound like Zach. Maybe there was a misunderstanding. No, it was just like, yeah, Zach can be abrasive, blah, blah, blah. And then, anyway, I don't want to get into too many details because if somebody watches this from work, it's gonna get me in trouble. But anyways, so I'm in this loop, right? I'm in my head, and I'm like, the world's unfair. I didn't do anything fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Woe is me. And then later that night, Rosie and I watched this movie called The Cure. It's like a Japanese horror movie from the 90s. Have you ever heard of it or seen it? Yeah. Okay. So it's about how you hypnotize people and you convince them to kill other people and then kill yourself or whatever. And it's this whole mind fuck. And I'm like, it's making me squirrely because I've had this fucked up day where this situation was out of my hands. And I was like, dude, at any point somebody could hypnotize me and I would just go nuts, dude. So
yeah, and your boss would be like, he was always like this, I knew it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm spinning out even more, dude. I can't even go to sleep. I'm like, all right, whatever. Tomorrow is a new day, right? I'm going to get to work on the house. I'm going to do this fun project. I'm going to love it. So I'm working on my project. I'm, in my front yard doing stuff. And this random old lady, looks like a total normal lady, walks up to me and she's like, do you think a relationship with your daughter could be healed overnight? And I was like,
depends.
I don't know, ma'am. Really I was depends. Like, a lot of things in life take time to heal. And she's like, well, it's been 8.5 years. And I was like, all right, well, I don't know what to say. And then she went into this, she's like, my daughter thinks she's God because she fucks guys for money and they worship her. But this isn't even my daughter's fault. She said this guy's name, and it was part of this program where it gets children over sexualized and puts them into the sexual market and all this stuff. I just went down this crazy rabbit hole. So I got this whole situation at work, this movie, this lady, all swirling in my head, and I'm like, dude, I'm probably gonna die from a heart attack right now. Dude, this is crazy.
No, it did. She gave you a quest, and you didn't take her up on it.
Well, anyways. Yeah, that was a lot of talking for no end. Guys, I'm sorry to the listener. I thought that was going to be, in my head, I was going to lay that out in a better way. But I thought I was going crazy. So anyways, the next day after all that, I'm feeling a little bit better. It's Easter. I go over to Lauren's family, for Easter. And I know I said I wouldn't mention Lauren on the podcast anymore, but now I have to.
Who's Lauren?
Because his sister was like, oh, we saw your pod. She's like, that's absolutely appalling, Zach. How can you even post that on the internet?
What did he say?
It was the episode where you brought up killing my cat, or I killed a cat, and she was like,
I thought we erased that part.
No. She's like, dude, you look visibly uncomfortable, and I was like, I was. She was like, how did you allow him to post that? I was like, I have no idea. And then you hit me up about, hey, I got to cut the part out about the milking on the last pod because,
so you're
it sits with me wrong.
You're pissed.
Meanwhile, you put out my deepest, darkest secret. I'm like, dude, the world is just out to fucking get me right now.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. We don't usually cut stuff out, but just, really private stuff. I just...
Well, anyways, my deepest, darkest secret is out, so
Is that really your deepest, darkest secret? Come on.
It's gotta be. gotta be my darkest.
You never raped anyone, really?
No, I've never raped anybody, Brandon. What the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck?
I'm just kidding. But dude, like your boss like imagines you as like this like very strong arm, just pissed off person all the time.
Yeah,
that's not who you are though.
Yeah, it's not. And in his defense, like this week we talked about it a lot so far, and like we're making shit work. You know, I called him out. I was like, dude, like you don't defend me, and he's like, yeah, you got a point. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, I mean, he's probably just used to blaming you for things. He's like, fucking Zach, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, no, I'm bummed out about all of that, and I'm bummed that we couldn't get fucking Omegle to work, dude. All that hard work for nothing.
Like, we're like this close. Like,
we're that close.
Like we're one small issue away.
Like, one micro penis away. Dude.
Absolutely. I remember
the greatest podcast ever.
Dude, I had a girlfriend that like I met through like Omegle. Have I ever told you that?
Okay.
So, dude, in like the 8th grade, like I had girlfriends and stuff like in person, but you know, it's like 8th grade shit. I will admit I was cheating on all my girlfriends that I had with online girlfriends.
Bro, I remember being on the phone with my 8th grade girlfriend and just watching porn and drinking. Talking to her, dude. She was like, what did you do today? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, I went and did this, and I'm just like watching like lesbians. And
yeah, dude, we were that was so my thing fucked at that back time. Then. I was dating this girl, and her name was Rose, and
okay,
I was like, we were dating for, and there's no E. Dude, we were dating for the entire 8th grade year, like just like texting every day, 24/7. It got to the point where this was when I would take a picture of my penis, like, and I would tell girls that I was 8 inches in the 8th grade. I was not believable at all, but like, I thought like I could convince other people, like if I just like skewed the image a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't.
Do you ever think that like each school year your dick would get like 1 inch bigger? You're like, all right, it's 8th grade, I'm at 8 inches. Dude, 9th grade, we're getting to 9 inches.
I'm still waiting. I'm
gonna have a 9-inch fucking nail, dude. I'm gonna fucking...
By 29, I think I'll have 29 inches on me.
Yeah. What a curse. Every year your dick grows an inch, dude. Like the only like outcome for you is being like, you know, like in Ripley's Believe It or Not, or like the world record books, the lady with the long fingernails. You just have a long penis. You're just holding it in the picture.
You didn't. Yeah, that's how you earn your money. Like you just apply like every year, like to win the award.
Yeah.
And then
every year you break the record.
Who's gonna beat me? So, dude, it got to the point, I think I told this before, but like this girl, she stops like texting me for like 2 months, and I'm like hello, blah 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 blah, like I'm harassing this girl for 2 months straight, like trying to get her attention, and then I get a text from another number. It's her twin freaking sister. And she tells me that Rose has amnesia. She got into like a horrible car accident. And she got amnesia.
I remember you telling me this. I don't think you said this on the podcast. You're going after your 51st dates right now. Yeah. You're Adam Sandler.
So I'm like, okay, right. I need to rebuild my entire fucking relationship now. So like, I start to text Rose again, like it's awkward, like she doesn't want to text me. Obviously, she's trying to break up with me in like the most rude way possible.
Now, did you ever think that she got her sister to tell you that she had amnesia as a way to get out of it?
I don't think she has a sister. I think it was just her texting.
She just lied on her. Like she didn't want to just block your phone number. She wanted to be like,
what do I believe?
Develop this whole scenario, dude. That's hilarious.
That actually happened to Isaiah as well. I don't know if you know.
The classic amnesia.
The classic amnesia. If I had a nickel, I'd have 2 nickels. It's so weird. Dude, he was dating a girl in high school, and she was in our art class. Like, she was pretty cute.
Yeah, I remember
she had
her.
like big boobs.
Yeah. Big boobs.
She took Isaiah's virginity, and he comes back and he was like, it sucked. It fucking sucked. He wanted to leave immediately. Which is like crazy.
Was he gay? I mean, he must be gay.
That's another conversation, but then...
I mean, those drugs? That's crazy.
So...
I remember seeing those. I was like, dude, I need to get back in... like the video game program. Something's got to.
There's some hotties.
Like I've never even talked to this girl once, but I see her walking around. And I'm like,
she's inspiring me. I like to be artistic.
So wait, did he pull the amnesia card on her? Like, I don't remember that happening. Get away from me.
So you know Isaiah, he hates a confrontation 100%. So I think he was trying to break up with her in like a slow, weird way. But I think she caught on to that. So she got her buddy that we went to school with, too, to text Isaiah and tell him that this girl got amnesia.
Okay.
I was hanging out with Isaiah at the time.
That's the new guy being like, yo, get off this girl's back. She's got amnesia.
Dude, we know the girl had texted Isaiah. Yeah. About it too.
So she actually had amnesia. This is real.
No, it's not real. They both lied, and then she just went to school like the next day. And was just, we go to the same class.
That's what I'm saying. He's the new guy. He's the new guy. He's the new bae. He's like, all right, I'm gonna settle this for you. And he's like, I have a perfect trick. This girl one time told me she had amnesia. Totally worked. I'm gonna use it for you. He was talking to Rose too. He got the idea from Rose.
Yeah, and, I knew this bitch one time. Well, anyways, it's just strange that it happened to Isaiah and I. It's pretty funny, but that is not the worst way. I've been dumped though.
Okay, what's the worst way you've been dumped?
The worst way I've been dumped is through So I had this older girlfriend. She was in the 8th grade, and then I was a year below her. I don't know if you remember, but this was when I would go to all the games too. You go to the football game, hang out with your buddies there.
High school games.
High school games. Yeah. And that's where I met her. She was a year older than me. So we're dating, and I'm insecure as hell. I don't have a car. I'm a little pussy and everything. So I'm just I hear that she goes out and she hangs out at this huge event, a bunch of high schoolers and everything. That's got me reeled up. I'm fucking super jealous. So I go off on her. I'm like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. You fucking cheat on me. I don't have any evidence whatsoever that she cheated on me. So, I'm just, throwing out accusations. And then, so I break up with her, but then, she explains herself, so I try to, reorganize the relationship. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. But then, then she dumps me.
She's like, this is all too much.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck! Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Dude, anxiety has ruined all my relationships.
Yeah. No, anxiety will do it.
Yeah.
Dude, once emotion absorbs your frame, it's over. It's over. The worst way that I got dumped. So I was seeing this girl, cute girl, I really liked her. But I noticed that I was kind of being a sugar daddy. I was paying for everything. She wasn't offering. And this is 2 months in, right? She comes over. I make this super. I spent $60 on a dinner. I made. It was a steak salad dinner. Everything organic, nice, good meat, whatever. And we talked about getting ice cream after. So we went to Publix to pick up some ice cream. I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity to test this, right? Surely she can pay for a bucket of ice cream. That's $3. So I walk up to the self payout.
You love testing your bitches. You love testing.
And I just stand there. I just stand there and I look at her. 5 seconds go by and I'm like, all right, never mind. And I pay. And then I was a little upset. And like she like it took like I don't know half an hour, but she's like, what are you upset about? And I was like, he didn't offer to like pay for the ice cream, whatever. But then we like made up. The next day we're going out and doing stuff, and we're talking about going out for lunch.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to go out for a nice lunch. Do you want to perhaps split it? And she's like, no, that's all right. Maybe we can just like make something at home. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we hang out for the rest of the day. We watch a movie or two. Then she drives home. Immediately after she leaves, she texts me. She's like, yeah, I don't think it's like working. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, out of nowhere. And like, forgot exactly what she said. But like, it started getting nasty. And she's like, well, at least I'm not a like broke, piece of like, loser guy who can't like pay for fucking ice cream. I was like, bitch, I've taken you out like 10 fucking times. You're calling me broke? Like, like we're hanging out in my house. We only hang out in my house that I bought for $400,000. I bought every fucking dinner, and like you can't
spare some ice cream.
Yeah, and then she just blocked me. She just blocked my contact.
That, I mean, now, like that's like a part of the issue. Like when you own your own home, bro, you're gonna have some people like trying to get it from you.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But dude, that pissed me off so much.
Oh, dude.
Over fucking ice cream.
Like,
ice cream, dude.
Angie calls you like a broke boy, which is so funny.
Yeah. So funny. Yeah, I'm broke. Yeah. I'm broke. All right. Yeah. All right, lady.
I like those like Rosie ever like go a little too far like in arguments, like and just call you like retarded or something.
No, I mean, okay, yeah. Will she call me straight up retarded? She probably has. She won't say I'm retarded, but she'll be like Zach, you're ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
Like I'll just like start talking, and she'll just shut me down immediately a lot of times.
Yeah, that's what like I know.
Especially if it's like health related.
Yeah.
Like whenever I like don't feel well and I'm guessing what it is, she's like, no, that's not correct. And I'm like, it's my own body. Like it's what I feel.
Yeah. Dude, like when I'm I'll like play argue like with Allison, but she'll always like take it to the point of like no return. Like she'll call me like stupid, like for
that's brutal.
Like for not like remembering something. I'm like, honey, come on. And like okay. Like she's just frustrated like in the moment. Like which I totally understand, but like her like handle of engagement just goes off. Like she has a lot more,
and you just
rage.
Become the monkey. You just smile. You just smile.
Oh, dude, I
messed up real bad. So like we're kind of like late on the way to like Lauren's Easter dinner. We're rushing. Rosie made a cake. She's carrying the cake. She's like got a handful of jewelry. Like the jewelry falls on the car, like on the floor of the car as I'm driving. And she's like trying to like pick up the jewelry while holding the cake. And the cake is like a centimeter away from the dash. And I was like, here, hold on. Let me like pull over. And I literally like pull over. She spazzed on me. She's like, I didn't need you to do that. You slammed the brakes and that made it even worse. I was like, no, I didn't slam the brakes. Like I was just trying to do a nice thing. Like I was trying to help you out. Like, why are you freaking out over a small little thing? And anyway, it got to me. And I was like, I was like, well, all right. I was like, fuck you. Like it just slipped out.
No.
Like, it just slipped out.
Then you're fucked.
I was like, as I was saying it, I was like, all right, fuck you. I was like, no. And dude, like she like started to cry.
Yeah.
And she's like, a lot of my friends, complain about like how bad like their guys talk to them. And I'm like, well, at least with Zach, like he'll never, call me a bitch or say mean things. And I was like, fuck.
Like,
I was like,
that's not true. Like, we argue all the time.
I was like, fuck, dude. So yeah, I got a lot of heat from that.
Yeah, like I'll occasionally, I'll tell Allison just like, shh, shut up, like it's out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, fuck, my night's ruined. My night's fucking ruined.
Yeah.
You can't tell her shut up.
yeah. You gotta, yeah.
But then she'll call me retarded when I'm doing retarded shit. Which I don't mind, but dude, her tolerance
it doesn't go both
so
ways,
low.
bro. We can handle. They can't handle.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
They can't handle the schmear, dude.
No, they can't. Oh, dude, have you taken a look at the new, like a Daredevil yet?
New Daredevil, like the TV show?
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched it in a long time. No.
No, you haven't watched the new stuff.
Mm-mm.
Have you watched The Boys yet?
Yeah, like all of it, or like the new season?
Yeah, the new episodes are out.
There are?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm watching that tonight, dude.
Yeah. The first 2 are out, it's crazy.
No way.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Dude, fuck yeah. Fuck yes,
yeah.
dude. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Okay, then I won't.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I won't talk about anything.
Yeah, don't spoil anything.
Yeah. Well, like I want to bring up is like there's.
Hold on, before we move on, I don't want to bounce around too much. I just want to go back to some of like the Easter shenanigans. Sure. Going back to our podcast being appalling, dude. There's no such thing as bad publicity, dude. Like the number one thing we need is like 10 girls watching our podcast just being like, oh my god,
just pissed off.
Can you believe he said it? They're just getting sucked in. They're just, oh my god, fuck these guys. I can't believe they're saying it. That to me is awesome.
Yeah.
But also, there was a I don't know how this like got on topic, but it was like, the girls were mad at me about like, you don't know what it's like to be a girl, whatever, and like we started talking about like, all right, Zach, like what would you do if like you woke up in a woman's body tomorrow? And I just started yapping, right?
Not at the dinner table.
There was this random kid there. I don't know who he was. He was like 17. He's like, oh, dude, can you like imagine how bad that, like how just sitting down to pee, like that would be terrible. And I was like, Lauren was like, sometimes I just like to sit down to pee. And I was like, hold on. I was like, you've never sat down to pee? He's like, no. I was like, all right. I was like, you poo, right? He's like, yeah, I poo. I was like, well, you pee when you poop, so you're pee sitting down. He's like, no, I don't. I was like,
so
you're telling me that you've never pissed when you poop? He's like, no. I was like, he's like, I always pee after. I was like, so you take a shit and stand up and pee? He's like, yeah. I was like, there's no way.
That's
there's
ludicrous.
No, pee comes first. Pee comes first. Like you pee and then poo.
I don't think pee comes first.
Have you, okay, for real?
For real? I don't think pee comes first.
For real? All right, dude. All right, you're retarded. All right, you go take a shit, right? And you tell me that you don't piss first when you're taking a shit.
How many times do you poop a day?
2, 3.
Yeah, 2, 3. Are you pissing every time you poop?
A little bit comes out first, dude. When I start pushing, the pee comes out first, then the poop.
I guess I don't even like really consider what drops like do come out. So
see, maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe this kid's not paying attention.
Yeah.
And Lauren brought up a good counterpoint, which if you really got to go, like you're holding back your shit, and then you like sit down in the toilet like it's already coming out, like yeah, but then that would mean that kid would be having explosive shits every time, which is not healthy.
See,
so
I like to say something. I pee every time I pee, like my ass is on the toilet seat now. It's just like I don't want to clean up like the pee aftermath every time.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a male thing. It's just like it's way cleanlier.
So you sit to pee?
Probably 80% of the time, yeah, I do.
80%. Yeah. I feel like I do that. I piss sitting down too, but I feel like I don't get my full stream out if I sit down. I feel like it like kind of squeezes the bladder a little bit in a way, like holds, like it leaves a little reserve. Because a lot of times, like I'll stand up from pissing sitting down, and like piss will just shoot straight out of my dick, like onto my pants.
Yeah. I'm
like, great, now I have to change my pants.
Well, dude, like I don't know if this like ever happens to you, but it doesn't matter how many times like I do the shake, bro. I'll always have like some drops in my underwear, bro. Every time.
Yeah, you'll have more.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time.
Yeah.
like it's just like stuck.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I'm sure that was pretty engaging conversation about pee and poop.
Listen. I'm 0-2 on these pods right now, dude. Last pod, this pod, I've just no charisma.
No what are you talking about? We're half an hour in, and we've been talking straight.
I'm gonna kill myself. Where's my gun?
Don't do that.
All right. What were you gonna talk about? Before I interrupted you.
Well, you haven't really seen any of the new like Daredevil stuff, which you should. It's like as good as the first season now. Like they actually really did turn around.
Okay. What makes it good?
It's a lot more grittier than you would expect, like a Disney Plus show. It's like the grittiest one.
Okay.
There's blood. There's a lot of death. There's heads exploding.
Okay.
Like all the action is actually pretty good.
Okay.
The parallel to real life and art is kind of scary right now. So like we'll go to The Boys. Like you can see how Homelander is kind of representing like what we have in our government like right now. Like it's like a body of power that is unrealistically unable like to handle itself, and it's eating like itself alive through ego, like incompetency.
Okay.
On the Daredevil side, like the plot right now is that there's Wilson Fisk, he's the mayor of New York City. So now he made like a task force that is hunting down all the vigilantes and all the people that support them. So it's kind of like how ICE is like in our government, right?
Are you saying all the Mexicans are vigilantes?
I'm just saying like the parallels are just so weird. Like how?
Yeah, dude.
Like how is this happening at the same time?
I'm really gonna miss these Mexicans fighting crime.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of parallels.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, like I feel like it's a lot of shows. Like they got to keep up with the current times to engage you and like make it relatable to your life.
Well, what's interesting is these huge like blockbuster like TV shows now are written 3 to 4 years ago. So
yeah, that's true.
This was predicted.
I will say
3 to 4 years in the future was kind of
season of The Boys. I was like rolling my eyes because I was like, this political stuff is like kind of it's kind of old news now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
Have you heard? Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here with this whole situation we got with Iran right now, and the Strait of Hormuz or whatever it's called. Like, what if the plan is maybe? And this is not me coping, right? I'm not picking sides here.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like, what if the plan is to just like essentially make the strait non-existent and form a new codependency on the American economy and industry? Like we took Venezuela, right? So it's like, all right, we got a bunch of oil there now. Like, how do we get the rest of the world to buy our oil now versus like the Middle East? Well, we fucking create a war that has no end in sight. It's major conflict, and like by like continuing the war and like not letting it end, it's gonna force like the world economy to look elsewhere for oil, and then that comes to the American, economy and like boost our economy. Like, what if that's like his ultimate plan?
I think that is like the best case scenario of the plan. Like there are other avenues like for the oil like to get out like through this like strait in Yemen, like with like I know Saudi Arabia has its own strait.
Yeah.
And I know like another country does too, like around there. So like it's not like we are not going to get any oil ever. Like I think that whole issue is being blown out of proportion. Like we will always have a steady supply of oil. Like we have tons of reserves that we have not even touched yet. Like we're gonna do just fine on the oil. I think the whole Iran thing. I think like the best case is you're right. Like we are just trying to boost like the American economy in like a different route now. Like because like the whole like American economy like was kind of like depending on this huge AI bubble that we've been like pushing up and up and up. But now like we're kind of like at this weird standstill now because we have to build all these huge like data centers like to keep up with the race of AI, and now people are like starting to push back on those, and it's going to be harder like for us to push. So I think
so you think they switched gears and they're like press the war button?
Yeah I think absolutely. Well, that's a tiny aspect of it. Tiny.
Also, I think it's hilarious. Like, if this doesn't paint a clear picture of like how Israel's our enemy, we have a ceasefire for 2 weeks. We open up the strait, right? Not even a day goes by, and Israel starts bombing Iran. Like, guys, what the fuck? Like, we just like made a little bit of progress, and you're like, no, fuck you.
Well, like, do you think like Trump would be able to get like impeached? Well, do you think that's the next level?
He's already been impeached.
Yeah, but like, how do we get him out of office? Like, how does that work?
So, I think like after impeachment, I think it's a vote. You know, Congress needs to like make a vote, and the problem is that like it needs to be majority rules. And I think there's more Republican seats than there are Democrats right now. We have like a fully Republican, Congress.
Yeah.
So even if it gets, pushed, which it technically already has, like I think like this impeachment thing is still like an open case. I don't know how it fucking works, but I don't know. I don't know how we get him out of there, but he is entertaining to watch at the very least, dude. His interviews, the way he talks, still absolutely hilarious. I mean, the fact that he was like, if you do not come to an agreement, like your society will cease to exist.
That's crazy. That is that's horrifying.
Like he's like watch this go in the textbooks. He just texted, fucking sends it out. And he doesn't I bet you he doesn't tweet that stuff. Like he just talks and somebody does it. And he's like, yeah, tell them their civilization will cease to exist. And
there's no way there's a person that is typing it out for him. He's got to be typing it out.
I guarantee you. No. He definitely talks and somebody does it for him. He's sitting on the toilet. He's just yapping. Somebody's like putting it on the internet for him.
So you don't think that he's not scrolling on the internet? Like, I think he is the only president that would be scrolling on the internet.
He has a guy posting and scrolling for him.
Scrolling for him. He's like, hey, it's pretty good. He's like,
yeah. Check out this meme.
yeah. Like,
nice. I like this. That's a good meme. That's a good meme. We should use that meme.
Yeah.
Yes. Use AI. Make me a king. Ah, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the unfortunate thing is he gets all of his information through the people like around him. He cannot like pick out his own information. So it's like, what is he getting? What is he not getting?
I don't know.
Honestly, I can't blame Trump 100%. Like he is the president, but like is the president like the ruler of America? No, he's not. Like there are like 20 people around him that are doing all the other legislation and everything.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
He's just an old man. He's just a retarded old man. But
yeah. We'll see. I really don't want to like. The whole reason it's hard not to get involved because there's so much going on and it's such a juicy topic and it would be good if I came to the pod and I was like in deep in the news and like, all these things, but I don't know, dude. Like I bounce back and forth so much on like, just how I view my politics.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about on the last pod, like I hated Trump, then I liked him, and then I hate him again, and now I like him again. It's like I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm checking out. And I sound like a broken record saying that. But yeah, I don't know. I was hanging out with Chris. I linked up with Chris. I haven't seen him in years. He lost a ton of weight, dude.
Good shit.
He's like a normal guy now. It was weird. In my head, I thought he was like a giant guy. Like he's the same size as me now, so like kind of like threw me for a loop a little bit.
Wait,
but
did you go to his house?
Yeah, I did.
Like, did you see my dog there?
Your dog? He's got 2 little dogs there. There's like a little black dog, I think.
Yeah.
A little white dog. Is that your dog?
Those are our dogs. So
how are they your dogs?
So I'll explain it. Explain it. This is a crazier story than whatever you're gonna say.
All right, go ahead.
So when my parents were getting this huge divorce, Ashton was already hanging out with him, like my little brother. He was already hanging out with Chris, and like whatever you want to say about Chris, yes, he's a nice guy, but I didn't really want my brother hanging around like a drug dealer, but whatever.
I mean, that's big brother energy. Okay.
Yeah. So, what?
Do you not want me hanging out with him, Brandon?
No. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. No, I like Chris. He's cool, but All
right. Anyways, you're gonna listen to this pod one day, so be careful with your words.
I'm not saying anything bad. I'm a big brother.
All right. Tell me about how you got your dogs, dude.
So. Ashton, he asked Chris to watch our dogs because my stepmom was in this weird a crack house, and my dad wasn't my dad didn't want to take the dogs, so they ended up with Chris, and he's been taking really good care of them, which I appreciate. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about that tomorrow.
You should.
Hilarious. Now it's funny. So I was hanging out. We're working on some music, and he's got drugs everywhere. He's got weed everywhere, and he was like, "Hey, turn on that speaker. On the back, there's a switch, and on top of the speaker was this giant Charizard weed tray, right? Like a nice weed tray, just filled with weed, filled with it." And I was like, "All right, let me just." Put it down on the chair behind me. I flick on the audio, and then I immediately sit down on his tray of weed, dude. I break the tray. There's weed all over my butt, and I'm like, dude, I am so fucking sorry right now. I'm so fucking sorry.
Party foul, bro.
He's like, oh. His nonchalant personality. He doesn't get angry. He's just like, oh yeah, it's all right. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry.
It's not all right. That shit sucks.
Yeah, I was like, before that, I was like, yeah, I don't even smoke weed anymore. It hurts my brain. This is a total fucking nerd coming in squashing us weed.
Oh dang! I don't want to hate on Chris. He's a really nice guy, for taking in my dogs. So I do appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna go there tomorrow and be like, "What up, Brandon's dog?"
So the names are they weren't even my dogs. They got these dogs
after you left.
After I left. So I don't really give a shit about them, but Dude,
I don't give a shit about your dogs.
They're not my dogs, but you remember Princess Peach?
Yeah, I remember Princess Peach.
Yeah, she was really old around that time, and she stayed.
They got divorced, and they were just like, let's just put the dog down. It's not gonna last another winter without us.
No, it's even worse, bro. She died in a crack house.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's very sad.
So sad.
Well, that's just my stepmom,
Yeah. Princess Peach ate a Mario mushroom to level up, and
Wrong one.
Took her to the next reality, dude.
Yeah, shake the fire mushroom.
Pipe. She's just stuck in a Mario level right now. She's like the Tanuki Mario. Like, can't figure out how to fly. Can't even keep a straight face.
Oh, dude. Yeah. So, what else we got?
I hate when you say that, dude.
What else we got?
Nah, you need to get the natural roll.
Yeah. So, you got any lore? You got any lore?
Dude, I used up all my lore, dude. The
book is done.
You know, the book is done. I have other books, but it's not the same. It's not as fun or cringy. You know, I was really counting on the Omegle thing to pull through. This is devastating, dude. What could have been a great pod is now just...
Well, you know what?
Another one for the books.
You could go on Omegle and stream, then I could go on Omegle and stream, and we could talk to two people at once.
Nah. We get them to talk to each other? Yo.
Well, like, we're almost an hour in.
Almost, yeah. All right, let's call it a short episode.
Yeah,
and
I'm fine with that.
We'll get back to it next week. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be like an hour, like every time. You know, like.
What are we at exactly?
What are we
at exactly?
48.
48?
Yeah,
that's pretty short, dude.
It's not short at all. That's a fucking. Who even listens to these all the way through?
All right, listen, Brandon. Give me something to riff on.
Okay.
Give me something to riff on.
Okay.
I'll riff.
Riffin. Pineapple. What do you got?
Pineapple. All right. So, would you rather stick a pineapple up your ass or your fiance's?
Mine.
Why?
Mine. Because I don't want to hurt my fiance. I love my fiance.
Why?
Why do I love her?
Yeah, why do you love your fiance?
It's because she is the first person to make me feel like a true human being.
Why?
Because I've had a speech impediment all my life, and that's ruined. Because my mom did meth while I was in the womb.
Why?
Because my dad's an asshole.
Why?
Because his dad was...
Because he got a pineapple up his ass. Oh, dude, it's his dad shoved the pineapple in his ass. Dude, it's all circular, dude. I fucking crushed this riff, dude.
You got it.
God damn, I'm good. All right, Brandon, I'm going to give you a riff, dude.
Wait. Dude, I was scared for like 2 weeks that...
Pregnancy scare.
Allison was pregnant, yeah. Dude,
okay.
We were banging like every day, and I was so risky about it that it just like escaped me. And then like 2 weeks like before her period, I was just like, oh my god, honey, when is your period? We gotta fucking set a date for this. I need to know. Honey, how are you feeling? That's like I was asking you every day.
Yeah.
And then she told me like a week before her period that like her boobs were swollen. I was like, no.
Oh man.
No.
You got a abortion by pineapple. You gotta stick it up her pussy.
Dude, that wasn't a good one.
I'm trying to riff, dude. I'm not a natural comedian.
No, we're not.
No, but yeah, it's funny.
What's funny?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Dude,
I was just gonna go.
Well, it's because it's because like we wasted half an hour on like that whole.
We wasted a full hour.
Yeah, a full hour.
Yeah, we
just doing nothing.
Fried our brains.
Damn.
No. Damn, dude.
I think we should end it right here.
We're gonna call it.
Yeah, let's just call it.
Yeah, we're gonna call it.
Sorry, guys. We spent 2 minutes trying to call it. All right, guys. Talk to you later.